Hey guys, it has been a long time since my last video, but now I'm all set up for this new adventure, new channel. And what better way to start than having to create our own template or base project that we are going to use for future exercises and projects. And I've got a surprise for you. Everything is going to be set up for you so you can get up and running. And this is based a little bit on the Studio 3 and 3 template that I've created. And if you know me from that channel, you know it's for sale on the marketplace. So at least if I use that template on future projects, you won't get lost on where things are or why that material is like that or something along those lines. So let's get started. Everything is going to be on my Gumroad page for free. You can download it there, the link in the description. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is to go into your folder, program files, or where you install the Epic Games application. Go in there. I've got only version 5.3, which is the one I'm working on. So double click there. And if you go here to this folder called templates, you will see all of the templates that are available on Unreal Engine. And I'm going to pick this one here, the blank one, and then copy, paste. And I'm going to call this basic. You can call it whatever name you want, but just for simplicity, I'll call just basic. And the same in here. Let's call this basic. Now let's open that. It's just so you can see what is the things you are going to find. By the way, if you downloaded the files from the Gumroad, I'm just going to show you in a bit. So this is what you see when you start a blank template. From here, you go to launch. It's just going to take a little bit to open that. Well, I can just extract this here. Extract everything here, just so it's ready for me. So like I say, this is the blank template on the ArcViz AEC, I think is the category. Not sure why it's not opening. Launching it. Oh, maybe, well, don't know, maybe I didn't click it properly, or maybe it's going to open twice. So here, if you go into architecture, you have this blank here, and this one is the one we just created, so or duplicated, so it's already there. But I'm going to work directly from the file, the source file. Otherwise, it's going to just create a duplicate on your document folder, wherever you save your Unreal file project. So what I want to do here, I want to just delete everything because I don't need any of this. Let's delete all of this. Let's save, Control S. If I go into content, so it's just these two. I can unable to do, oh, okay, I need to create a new one. But let's close it. You can do this either way. And if you go to this content folder, I want you to copy this file and paste it here. Now let's see what's happened when I reopen the file. So now we got this file here, 83 and 3, which, by the way, you can change the name of this. It won't affect, I don't think it's going to affect anything in here. But now we got this main level here. We want to create a folder called levels. Oh, it's already there. Actually, I've created one already. So, but if you want to create a new level, just go right click, level, and then you create a new one. So let's bring a mesh. By the way, if you don't see the menu like this, it's just because I like the old way of UE4 classic layout. So the default layout is the one like with control space, I think, just to bring the content browser. I prefer to use the UE4, sorry. And gonna bring a plane, gonna set that into 0, 0, 0. Probably I want to scale that to 4 maybe, or 5, should be fine. Now if I go to blueprints, go into environment, and I'm going to drag this BP environment sun sky. I think I'm gonna extend this by 10, or maybe even more, 15 maybe. It's 0, 0. You got the environment here with all this is the ACRI. There's a link into this video to show you how this works from the other channel. And now I can bring my human for scale. So this is set this way. And my exposure reference. So this is going to be our main level just to get things started. And I'm going to bring a visual effect. So post-process volume. You can think it's infinite bound, wherever that is. It's here. Infinite extend on bound, so it affects the whole level, the whole map. And exposure, I like to set this to manual and then to 0, just like that. And let's go again. I don't like the bloom, never like it. If I ever use bloom, I use convolution and then 0, 0. So now you have a project set up for every new project. And what I included in these files for you to download. So you're going to get, so the environment, this one, as I said before, you can change the cycle of the sky and rotation of, if you don't want to use this works as a sun sky, the main one, this one, sun and sky. So you can have a look into that video. I just left the link before and see how that works. On the game mode, I brought my character with the inputs already set. You can change the mappings if you want, but I think they work like fine as they are. If we go to world settings, we want to override this game mode to BP 3 and 3 game mode. This we're gonna set our pawn class as default. So let's do a player star here. Let's turn that. And then if I get play, you can move WASD, shift to run, C to crouch, and right click to zoom. So this is basically what it's like, a first person character that we use for that I use for my projects, and it's there for you to just done. Everything is done for you. If you want to have a look and add your own stuff, you can always do, but you can see here just basic stuff for to get you started. And so on the blueprint side is done. Got the levels, the materials. I've left plenty of functions for you to use if you want to dive into it. But in here you can find the instances, which is the developed, is for this type of thing. The environment, that is where you can add your ACRIs and play with the color and tint of those ACRI. It's just for the backdrop. Got a fabric, a simple fabric that we can use on sofas and furniture, on curtains, or whatever you like. A glass material as well. This one here. By the way, if it doesn't look that gray, it's because we need to go to post-process volume. And if you go into reflections here, we can leave this already on. Maybe, well, now you can see the reflections. See, without reflections or with like blurry reflections, and then this is with the sharp reflections. So that is there for you. Don't worry, I will show you how this work on the next project, or how we are going to use it. Also, you got the water with the caustics if you want to use. This is for a plane. This we are gonna use for swimming pools and lakes, that type of thing. I can actually change this to my develop. Let's keep it gray, just so it's everything is set up there. Okay, on the masters you got 6 masters materials for you to play around if you want. If you want to go deep, you see this is all the functions, and I mean, feel free to change things up, but you don't need to go into like under the hood. I'm just giving you the keys to start the engine and change gears and start driving. Textures, that's just what was used for these master materials. There's a mask there that I'm going to show you how to use it in the future projects as well. Meshes, you got the compass, the color reference and exposure reference as well, human for scale, and these are for the backgrounds that you can select here. Again, you can have a look into that video I did for on Studio 3 and 3 channel. And also I'm giving you the PCG here that actually is not showing because we need to activate PCG on our plugins. So if you go to here, edit plugins, then go for PCG. I think I'm gonna need this, and just in case. So it's going to restart the engine, and you will see why the graph wasn't showing up. Now it should be showing up. Okay, so that is done. Look, now we got our forest set there, and this is a blueprint for playing with this. So if we go to levels, we go to our main level here, and if we go into project settings, we can set this main level as our default one. So go to main level, and I don't think I need to save this. Save all just in case. So how this works, you just drag this and I mean open it if you like. Oops. Now go into PCG, get this here, and if we open this graph, for example, I can go here. Don't worry, I'll show this like in more detail in a future video, but this is just to show you what you're getting. It's a human, and let's save that for now. So if I go here, I play with where this start, how many I want, if I want them different scale, and this is going to be useful for placing trees and doing the grass and stuff like that, more like for vegetation, so it's there for you to play around with that as well. So I don't need to have this in this level, so I'm just gonna delete that. Something I do most of the time is to assign colors to my folders, so I can find them easily when I'm looking for stuff. So for example, I can give this a sort of white, and then for blueprints, what I do is I set this color first, new color, then the eye drop, and then that one there. So for all of these, I can just set the color to blueprints. Actually, I can change this here if I want, but nah, I don't mind that being blue. For levels, same thing, right click, set color, new color, and this is gonna be like that orange there. For materials, for my functions, I set this color here. For instances, I just select all of this, set color, new color, eye drop, and that one there, that green, the masters, same principle. And for the textures, if I just drag and select all of them, that is the one for the textures. HDRI, I might even just so it's clear to me that it's different type of texture. So that is there. For meshes, let's select all of them. New color, I drop that blue there. For the PCG, same thing. It's quite similar to this one. Just in case, just drag this. So now all the folders, I can even give this a maybe light green, or nah, dark green I prefer. So I mean, if you don't mind having the colors, don't worry, it's just a thing I do just to identify them easily when I'm working, but you can leave it just as the base color. So with that done, I think we can save this all, and now let's test if this is working. So Epic Games, launch. Architecture. So it's here. It doesn't have a the media. Oh, because it's probably is the same. So let's see how we can sort that. By the way, if you want to change the description, I left this template definition so you can drop in here. For example, just copy, replace the file. Let's see if these updates. No, probably I need to. So if you open it, it's just a notepad like document, and I just changed the text, for example, in here to basic, and then in here I put a word my template. You can use whatever word you want for that, and I also changed it a little, like all of this here. But you can change the names and stuff in that document, and let's see if that works for that. So just again, waiting for this to start. So in here, my template to be used for future projects. So it's, as you can see, it's different than what this is. So it's quite cool. So just a matter of, and actually I don't mind having this logo there. Just as a matter of testing, I'm just gonna create this project and see if everything is working as we did on the main one, on the main template one. All right, everything is set up besides my way for the classic layout, but maybe this is a good thing for you because you are used to use this this template or this way of layout. It's getting the starter content already, so that's why I was wondering where that is. But actually it's quite good if you want to use, for example, you got another HDRI there, you got some blueprints that you can use, for example, smoke, I think. Yeah, so yeah, it's not bad to have that around, and you have some materials. But if you don't want any of that, just I think you can just untick starter content. See if I missed that some way. But it also has some props, some chairs there for you, like shapes and textures that you can use. I never use them, so now there is nothing in here showing that. I think if you go, oh, I used to, oh, this one. No, I think as a default it already has the starter template, but it doesn't hurt to have it there, so you can just put it there and close that and leave it as it is. So yeah, I think that's it. And just gonna do a conclusion for this video and see you next time. By the way, if you want to change this image here, these two images here, you just go to media here and then change the name or change to your own liking. I mean, you just need to make sure that it's, for this one is 400 by 200 and for this one is 128 by 28. But just change the name to basic or preview and that's it. I was doing some testing and I didn't know why the starter content were coming on, but if I create a new project after that one, after the one before I created, let's see if it shows again, because it shouldn't. There you go. So I think for some reason I did I don't know, I added the content or it was the first time, but just try it again and see if that's coming for you. I just can delete this. So yeah, that's it. And I know what are you thinking? Why are you giving all of this for free? And what is the catch? And to be honest with you, well, I come from a country called Venezuela, where minimum wages are crazy low. So I know how difficult it is in many countries for not be able to afford like a templates and assets. For example, my template from Studio 3 and 3 is crazy expensive, even if it's in Portugal or like many countries in the EU. So if I can at least help in some way these people to get started, to let them know that Unreal is it doesn't need to be that difficult. We can find ways to make it easier, make it faster, and we can do more projects and stuff. And because Unreal is free for now, at least we can save some money on that side. And if we mix with Blender, which is also open source, you can save money on that aspect. So this is a way for me to help people in any way I can. And I know if in the future Epic says to me, hey, I want to sponsor you or your template for so you can do like it for free for the month, yes, as you can see on the Unreal Marketplace, I'm happy to do it. I'll let you know when that happens so you can grab that template as well. So yeah, this is the start of a journey. I'm also a student. I learn every day. Don't have that much experience in Unreal. It has been like 3-4 years maybe, but I want to share all of this with you, and maybe in like 5 years or 10 years, see how I improve, how we improve, and how we can maybe collaborate in the future. So I hope you like this video, and see you in the next time. Okay, take care.